Yeah, before that there wasn't a masjid that was recognized, and my father, his name was Hassan, and he felt quite passionate that there has to be a masjid here where people can grow, the community grow, and the religious side is propagated throughout Dundee, and that's how it all started. It was not until my father came across, who was a very pious person, and he asked us when it was Friday, let's go for Friday prayers. And my brother told him, well, where are you going to go? There isn't a place you can go where Friday prayers are held. And so he was quite angry with that, and he eventually said to my brother that you've got all these properties, give one flat and let's make it into a masjid and let's start. And my brother told him, Dad, who's going to come there? And he said, I'll be there, and I'll be there every day, and you'll see what happens. And steadily within, when we did the flat, we decorated it with all the carpets and everything in. And steadily people started coming until that place became too small. Well, it's called an Ibadat Khana. It wasn't a proper masjid. It was just a flat which had wuzu facilities and a room where you could say your prayers. First place was in a street called, I still remember the number, 22 North Erskine Street in Dundee. And then, as I said, that became too small, and then the premises in Hilltown were bought and turned into a masjid, and that became too small later on. And then we have now this masjid in Millen Street here. So it's grown as the population has grown. Dundee Central Masjid, yeah. He was very much right from the beginning. He was very much always been the chairman, the leader, and then obviously he's had many of the other community members joining in, assisting him, and all sorts of people in Dundee have contributed to building the masjid here. But he led the whole thing. He had his trusted committee members like Mr. Chauhan, who is currently the president. Number of people have passed away. There are others still going strong. So it wasn't a one-man show as such, although he led the thing. There are a lot of other people who have contributed to getting the masjid to where it is today. I think a lot of people, you see more and more people coming into the various masajid, and there is I feel there is an inherent passion building within the Muslim community to preserve their identity and into their children, etc. For example, in Dundee, we've just spent quite a lot of money in creating a new madrasa as well, because the masjid itself was becoming too short. And we've also created a playing area for them where they can play football, badminton, or whatever sport they wish to play. So this just started a few months ago, and even that is getting to capacity. So you can see that people want their children to start getting more Islamic education. There is still an issue that quite a lot of youngsters choose not to believe, and they think it's all a fairy story or whatever. But you've just got to persevere with it. But the good thing is that there are more coming into the religion to preserve their identity and move forward, plus also mixing with the general community throughout Scotland and being part of that as well, whereby in the slightly older days it was more the older generation stayed to one side and they never really mixed. I think now you're getting a multicultural society that is moving. However, we have the issues, not so much in Scotland from what I can gather, of Islamophobia. A lot more is down south. Within the circles that I go with my business and everything, I don't experience that. It may be hidden, I don't know, but certainly I don't experience to that level what you hear going on elsewhere. Scottish people are more, in my opinion, well-traveled around the world, where they were the original people going out. So they're more, in a sense, attuned to mixing with various races, various religions, etc. And although you still meet people in Scotland that are very racist or whatever, but generally my experience is that it's not as bad as it is in other places. But I think most people are now starting to realize that no, it's not what the media is portraying, as they get to know Muslims better. And this is where we Muslims have to do a lot more work by engaging more with the indigenous community. And they see how you are leading your life, and then they come, well, he's no different to me. Okay, he goes and says his prayers or whatever, but that's a good thing, because at least his belief in God, so he won't do bad things to us, sort of thing. And I think it's quite important that the younger generation do mix more with the local community and make them aware of what Islam is, where is Islam going, what are the teachings of Islam, rather than what the media portrays Islam as. My identity is, I'm a Muslim first and foremost. Although I wasn't born in Scotland, but I consider myself Scottish because I've spent the majority of my adult life here, and I love the country. It's home to me. I went back to Malawi after quite a while, but I felt a stranger there. But coming back, whenever you come back to Scotland, and if you're coming over the Tay Bridge and you see Dundee and you feel like, oh, I'm home. Or when you come from via Perth, you see the lights of Dundee, you say, great, I'm home again. So this is my home. I think basically there are a lot of businesses. I think if you look at the Asian community, they are in all parts of the field, whether you take health, commerce, education. And I think we are contributing a lot to Scotland. And I think majority of Scottish people do appreciate that. I think we are a major part in contributing to Scotland's economy, and we should be proud of that. My message would be that we've all got to come out of the scenario of color, religion, etc., etc. We are a community. Scotland is our country. We've got to work together to build Scotland into a more thriving economy and make our own, everybody's living standards better. And we've got to stop all this interracial problems, etc., by meeting each other and working towards that. We are all Scottish, we are all in Scotland, so let's play the part in making Scotland great again.